let's talk about Spooky's next game.
Now in 4K.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel where I talk and do everything pinball. So if that sounds interesting to you, then hit that subscribe button down below. There's all kinds of rumors out there and speculation about what Spooky's working on, when the game's coming out, what it's got underneath the glass, and all that. And it's one of those where I like to just kind of sit back and just silently listen and listen to these certain individuals talk. And I laugh about how wrong they are, kind of thing. And I know that a lot of these people, whenever they say these things and speculate and pronounce them as this is facts, they're merely waiting for people that are in the know to correct them, which basically confirms what they're saying and stuff like that, which kind of gives them more information. I'm not falling for that crap. So, let's get a little bit of hype going here, guys. I think we're at a time where this is perfectly fine. So I think a lot of us were expecting Spooky's next game to come out like, in maybe mid to late December. Because, like, if you go by history with how they've done their games, it's typically in December, and then they take a break for the holidays, and they get to working on building the next game and starting it at the beginning of January type of thing. And I believe that's what was going to be happening with this upcoming game. But things have changed. It seems that the license holder, I guess, made everything approved a lot faster than it was anticipated, and the game is ready to go. So the game will be releasing sooner than we expect. Now, you're probably going, well, what does sooner mean, Cary? Like, how soon? Like a couple of days, a couple of weeks? I would say, safely to say, so soon that if you are a Spooky fan and you are anticipating their next release, then you may want to call your distributor now or very soon to get your name on a list. Now, I know that being just a new game from Spooky is not enough to really get you guys excited and amped up about it. You need more. You're like, feed me, baby birds. Like, oh, I'm gonna feed you something here. I want to give you enough information to kind of help you kind of prepare for what you will be seeing in the near future. And I want to start by giving my opinions from what I have seen with it. And my feelings towards it are, this is how I think about it. And this is what I have stood by. And those of you that have heard me speak about, the mere speculation of what Spooky's been working on, even at Expo during my stream, you guys were asking about, what's going on with Spooky's next game. And I even said it then that, guys, get ready, because Spooky's next game will be their Godzilla. And then when I say that, it's not like, oh, it's a big monster-based game. Like, no, it's merely to state that the game that will be revealed will be the game that everyone from then on will be comparing their next game after that to. The same thing goes with Stern's Godzilla. I believe that today we have yet to have a game that has made such an impact and has such a high demand as Godzilla. Now, you may want to argue that Jaws is gaining traction on that, but Godzilla was like immediate. Everybody wanted it. Yes, it was COVID and stuff like that. But even still today, they're still making that game due to the demand. So, I say that Spooky's next game is their Godzilla because I think this will be their best yet. Now, why do I think that? I think two words on this. And what I believe this game will be regarded for is theme integration. They have done such a spectacular job on integrating the theme assets into the glass, like the world underneath glass. And when you see the trailer that Zach Mini has put together, he's done an excellent job of oscillating back and forth between the assets of the theme and how they've been implemented underneath the glass. And it's going to go back and forth through the entire trailer for their upcoming title. It's like, here's what it looks like as the theme, the assets and everything, and here's how it is underneath the glass. And that's just going to keep on going. And you're going to be like, wow, they've implemented this into the game. They've implemented that into the game. You know, it's like, what about like video and audio assets? And from what I can tell so far, you're getting a lot. It looks like I don't want to say you're getting everything, but from what I'm seeing, it looks like you're getting a lot. And then for what video assets that you are not getting, the chances are you're still going to get it via audio. Now let's talk about all of those assets being underneath the glass on this game. And you're going to find that they have put a lot into this game. I think they have thrown everything. I see hints of new things that I have never seen before in pinball. And they're even throwing in something that I have not seen since the 90s in pinball. And I would love to go into more details on that, but how they've implemented this thing into the game is pretty damn cool. I'm excited about it. And it's like, I want to tell you more, but I can't just yet. But I will be able to tell you soon. There was an individual that was stating like, oh, we all know there's going to be like a spinning cabin on the playfield. I can tell you right now, there is no spinning cabin in this game, on this game. There is no. So again, one of those things where I just sit back and go, yeah, keep talking. But there's no spinning cabin in this game, guys. So, but you're getting a lot of everything else. It's a multi-leveled game. So, and it's 4 flippers. One of those flippers is hidden. Like hidden to the point to where on the above view of the playfield looking down, you're not going to see it. And when it comes to the art, I think it's no secret now that Christopher Franchi will be doing this. And I think he has done a spectacular job of basically bringing this theme to a pinball machine and giving it his little fine chef's kiss touch on it. I think he does the characters very well. It represents them very well. And when it comes to what you're going to see on the topper of this game, this is it's going to be one of those where I think for those of you that really appreciate the theme, you're going to really appreciate what they're doing with this game, especially when it comes to the topper. And if you're not a topper guy, which that's perfectly fine, don't worry about it. But I'm just stating for those that really enjoy having a nice looking topper that is well integrated into the game. It doesn't have the name of the game on it or anything like that. It's just one of those when you see it and you know the theme, you're going to know exactly what that is and how it's implemented. It does move. So yeah, I'm definitely, I cannot wait to see the feedback from those of you out there that are like really into this theme. I think you're going to really appreciate what Spooky has done to bring this theme to fruition. I'm trying to think of other games that have components in it that could be basically like when I saw it, what game did I think of? So there are a couple of things in this game where I was like, oh, okay, well, that reminds me of Twilight Zone. Oh, okay, well, that reminds me of Medieval Madness. And like, oh, that reminds me of Cactus Canyon. I mean, like, there's a lot of little things that reminded me of other games that I think a lot of us really enjoy. And to see them put it underneath the glass, and that's the thing, I don't know how it shoots yet. I've only got very little to judge on. But from what I can see so far, I think the main 2 things that I can basically guarantee at this point is that they have nailed theme integration. So whenever the theme gets announced, and you're going to be like, well, I hope they put this in here. I hope that this is in here. I hope we're going to get this. chances are you've got it. And that's all I'm going to say at this point in time. But, guys, like I said, the release is sooner than you think. So, by all means, stand by. And if you want to, go ahead and call your distro, get your name at least on a list. You shouldn't have to give a deposit for something like that, but at least get your name on the list, and you can always cancel. There's no harm in requesting your name to be on a list for an upcoming game. That's not going to hurt anything. So that's going to wrap this up. I'm looking forward to discussing this openly with you guys because I think that you're going to see a lot in here that's going to draw intrigue. And I think even to those that aren't fans of this theme, you're going to see a lot of things that's like, well, that looks like it could be fun, or that looks interesting. Oh, I like how they have implemented this. And especially, like I said, the trailer, how it oscillates back and forth between the true asset to what you're getting in the game. Zach did a great job on that. And I think that a lot of you are going to be impressed with what Spooky is bringing to us very soon.